So with the hips nice and tall, any cross-legged position. Place your hips as high as you need for the knees to be as low as they can be. Okay. So the more props you will sit on, the comfortable will be for your knees. But if your knees already touches the ground, that means that you are fine and you're gonna be able to hold that pose for a very long time. And that's perfect for breathing and for meditation. So if your knees do not go very low, just sit up, maybe on a chair as well for the breathing and meditation, okay, instead. But it's good to, start practicing sitting on the ground. So the hips slowly but surely, they'll go down and the mobility will improve. So we close our eyes. Take a couple of deep inhalations. Exhaling all the air out. Let's start deepening the breath. So you are breathing, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose purposefully. Try to achieve a ratio equal for the inhalation and the exhalation. So an equal breathing. Noticing the inhalation, feeling the lungs. Noticing the exhalation, noticing the belly dropping in, dropping down, and the chest relaxing down when you exhale, inhaling, expanding, exhaling, contracting. Ujjayi breathing. Slight constriction on your glottis as if you are breathing through it, through your throat. So just listen to the sound of your breath. Noticing the shoulders dropping down, relaxing. Lengthening that exhalation a bit longer. Bringing the navel back. Engaging abdominal area when you exhale. Maintaining as well a slight engagement when you are inhaling across and around your abdomen. Start rolling off the shoulder, inhaling deeply through the nose. Back and down, exhaling. Rolling forward and up, inhale. Back and down, exhale. Just twist slightly towards the right. Placing the left hand across. Another stretch towards the opposite. Twisting. Exhale, side stretch. Lifting left arm up and over. Inhale, change to the side, up and over. One inhalation and exhale to center, rolling the shoulders, changing the crossing of the legs, so placing the opposite leg on top, rolling of the shoulders. Inhale, reach into the sides and up. Let's twist towards the right again. And change towards the left. Let's reach towards the right, up and over, and towards the left, up and over. Okay, let's bring ourselves up to all fours. Remove any props that you may have, save them for later. Okay, so in all fours, let's just do some waves first. Bringing the sit bones towards the back, curling the spine, rounding the spine, moving the body forwards as if we're doing a plank with the knees on the floor. And again, pressing back, rounding the spine. Then arching, looking up and bringing the body towards the back. So we are doing some wave-like movements. Very, very gentle, not forcing anything. If you need to place some soft cushioning under your knees, do. Just rounding the spine when we go forward and arching when we go back. Rounding when we move forward over the wrist and arching when we move back. Inhaling, moving forward, rounding. Exhaling, arching, moving back. Another 2 times. Exhaling back. Just sit for a moment in Balasana, child's pose, actively. So you're reaching with the hands forward and reaching with the sit bones back. If your forehead doesn't touch the ground, just place a block or a cushion under your forehead. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling deeply. Keep active. Move slightly towards the right, reaching towards the right with the fingertips. Inhaling deeply and exhale. Now reach towards the left, gently and slightly. And exhale. Stay for another breath. And from there, rise onto all fours. Inhale, reach with the left leg back, right arm forward. Let's stay there, squared in the hips. Reaching forward, maintaining the balance. And let's see if we can, bending onto the knee, and see if we can reach with the right hand, the left foot. If we can, just hold there. If not, just try to really reach. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release both limbs towards the opposite sides. Stretching, looking forward. Exhale, release. Opposite side. Hips parallel still to the ground. Reaching on both opposite sides energetically. And now keeping the balance, bending to the knee. Bring the left hand towards the back and try to reach that foot. If you do, just try to lift the foot away. Stretching onto the shoulder. Extend back up again. Another breath, reaching away and forward, looking forwards. Exhale, release. Okay, bring the sit bones back. Inhale, rise. And bring yourself onto a plank with the knees down. Curl the toes under. Bring the knees away. Up. Exhale, lower those knees and sit bones back. Inhale, rise to plank with the knees on the floor. Inhale, lift those knees. Exhale, lower. Bring the hips back. Inhale, rise again. Shoulders over the ankles, engaging abdominal area. Inhale, rise those knees away from the floor. Exhale, lower those knees and bring the hips back. And for the last time, inhale, plank with the knees down. Inhale, lifting the knees. Exhale, lower, hips back. Okay, all fours. Bring yourself onto down dog. So press the floor away with the hands. Bend onto one knee. Bend onto the other. Bring the chest towards your thighs. Bring the gaze in between your legs. And just walk with the hands towards the back. Forward fold. Bend onto the knees wherever you need in order for you to be folded forward at the back of your mat. Allow the head to be heavy. Move the tail from side to side slightly. So your spine elongates. Your head is heavy. Say yes and no with the head. And from here, start rolling onto the spine. The arms are heavy. The head is heavy. You're rolling up. You're pressing the feet down. And you are progressively and slowly bring yourself to standing. Bring the arms towards the back when you are straight. Extending the arms towards the sides, the shoulders towards the back. Start arching slightly your spine. Bringing the gaze towards the ceiling. Opening the arms to the sides. Pressing onto the feet firmly. Reaching high with the arms. Very, very slowly. Hands to touch on the top. Stay there. 2 breaths. Inhale deeply. Ardha Hastasana. Palms pressing against each other. Another deep breath. Hands to heart center. Exhale. Staying on prayer. Release any tension across the shoulders, across the neck. Bring the head towards the right. Inhale deeply through the nose. And exhale. Bring the head towards the left. And exhale. Arms down, bending onto the knees. Inhale, reaching high, extending the legs. Exhale, hands to heart center. So it's like, let's do it again. And it's like a little motion where the knees bend slightly. So the legs are not locked. Inhaling, reaching high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's step slightly forward on the center of the mat. And from here, let's step back with the right leg. Slightly. It's just like a little step back, okay? From here, just bring the left hand towards the back and the right arm up. Modify warrior 1 with a very short stand. So here we are giving the chance to open the chest towards the ceiling, to bring the right arm up, and to stretch the front of the body, reaching upwards and towards the back. Bend the elbow, place the hand behind your back, and start plugging the back knee, the right leg, onto the ground and back bend slightly. Inhale deeply, press the forearm against the back. Exhale deeply. From here, transition to chair. So bring yourself forward, step forward, chair. Your arms extended along the same line and plane as your back. Anterior tilt, slight anterior tilt of your pelvis. So tuck the tailbone under slightly. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling deeply. Now inhale, reach high. Both hands to touch. Stay there for another 2 breaths. Ardha Hastasana. Pressing the hands together and lifting, lifting, lifting. Exhale, hands to heart center. Deep inhalation, exhale through the mouth. Bring the head towards the right. Roll the head forward and bring it towards the left. Lifting the head to center. Now opposite side, hands to the waist, step back with the left leg. It's not a very long step. Inhale, reach up with the left hand, and the right hand goes and reaches back to the along the extended leg behind you. So you reach up, up, up with the left hand, and down, down, down with the right hand. Breathe deeply. Both legs extended, engaging abdominal area. Now bend the elbow, place the forearm against the back. The right hand is on your left hip. Behind you, press that forearm against the back. And start bending slightly more. There, your back. Opening the chest upwards and towards the back. Another breath. Exhale, transition forward, bring the body forward, Utkatasana or chair. Stepping forward, sinking those hips. Slight tucking on the tailbone, projecting the arms towards the front and up at the same line as your back. Try to bring the head or maybe the arms with the head in between. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keep the knees bent. So this is just a warm-up, but I promise the following transition in the Vinyasa will be a bit more, not as strong as this. This could feel like it's very strong, but when probably you look at it, it's not that much. It looks easy, but it's not, is it? Now we keep the knees bent in Utkatasana, look towards the right. Twisting to look towards the right with prayer, maybe bringing the left elbow towards the right knee, pressing the elbow against it to get more leverage, to keep twisting. Look maybe towards the ceiling. Inhale, release. And twist towards the other side. Maybe elbow touches the opposite knee. So you get some more leverage. Inhale, release to center. All the way up, inhaling. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's bring ourselves towards the front of the mat. And let's set an intention, shall we? For the week, or for the day of today, or for the weekend. Why not? An intention for the weekend. Something that we want to do this weekend. Something, a nice change, positive change. Why don't we just probably stay away from social media? I should apply that to myself. Or listening more, talk less. Something that you think you need to progress, something that you need to work a little bit harder on. Find your own breath. Inhale, arms to the sides and up. Ardha Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold to Uttanasana. Hands on the floor, bending onto the knees, or probably you have the stool or the block. Relax the head down. Wagging the tail, breathe 2 times here. We'll start slowly. Inhale, flat back, hands on the shins. Chest forward, look forward. And now exhale, hands to the floor. Bring your left leg all the way back, as far towards the ceiling and as far towards the back as you can. Step back and bring the knee onto the ground. This is a good moment to probably introduce a cushion under that knee. Inhale, look forward, and exhale. Slow lunge. Okay, so we now bring that knee, the right leg towards the back. Both knees probably on the ground for chaturanga, bending the elbows towards the back. Inhale, extending the toes and lifting the body. Looking up, and exhale, rounding onto the spine and lifting the hips up for down dog. Now, inhale, looking between your hands. Bring your left knee onto the ground and step forward with the right leg. Here we look forward and we step forward with the left leg. Flat back, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Press onto the feet and roll the spine, bringing the arms towards the sides. Ardha Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Inhale, both arms towards the sides. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Bending onto the knees. Inhale, look forward, flat back, both legs straight. And exhale, hands down. Now this time, we extend the right leg all the way towards the back. Big step back. Place that knee down. Inhale, look forward, stay there for 2 breaths. So your chest is projected forward. Okay, let's bring the hips back. Bringing the other knee onto the ground for chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, transition the hips back, curling the toes under, lifting to down dog. Inhale, looking between your hands, place the right knee onto the ground and step forward with the left leg. Another breath there. Now, curling the toes under, lift the back heel, knee and step forward. That right leg forward. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Ardha Hastasana, press onto the feet, hands to touch on the toe. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look forward, hands on the shins maybe. And exhale, hands on the ground. Step very long. Step back, knee on the ground. Both arms up in low lunge. Exhale, hands down. Step the right leg back for chaturanga with the knees down or not, okay? Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Lifting the chest. And exhale, transition back to down dog. Let's breathe 2 times here. Both knees on the ground, maybe. And step forward with the right foot. Inhale, bring yourself forward. Stepping forward, flat back, look forward. And exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Hastasana. All the way up. And exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, the other side. All the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Hands on the shins. Exhale, hands on the ground, step. Very long step back with the right foot. Knee on the ground. Low lunge, both arms up. Probably hands to touch on the top, just one breath. Exhale, hands on the ground. And bring both knees down to the floor. Chaturanga, elbows towards the back. Inhale, extending the toes for cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, transition back. Bringing the hips up to down dog. 2 breaths. Bring both knees down and step forward with the left leg. Project the chest forward. Lift the back knee and step forward. The right leg. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale all the way up to Ardha Hastasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Now we do another one with a few modifications. Inhale, chair. Bending onto the knees. Stay there for 2 breaths now. Exhale all the way down. Extending the legs as much as you can. When we inhale for flat back, looking forward. And exhale, hands to the floor and extend all the way back the left leg, all the way back. Knee on the ground, both arms up. 1 breath here. Exhale, hands to prayer and twist towards the right. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands down onto the ground. Right knee down, meeting the other one. Bring this time the chest towards the ground. Place the chest onto the ground, allowing the boom boom to stick up. Probably the chin is on the floor as well. Stay there for 2 breaths. And from there, extend the toes away, press the hands down and lift the body for cobra or upward facing dog. And releasing back, curl the toes under, lifting the hips for down dog. This time we lift the right leg up. And exhale, try to step up with the right leg towards the front of the mat. If you need to do this in a couple of steps, that's fine. And from here, step forward with the left leg, meeting the right leg, flat back, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, both arms up to chair, bending onto the knees. Exhale, extending the legs, arms down to the sides for Samastitihi. Inhale, chair, the other side. Exhale, hands down. Relax the head down, extending the legs as much as you can. Hands to the shins, flat back, look forward. Exhale, forward fold again. This time, big step towards the back on the left side. Left leg back, knee on the ground. Inhale, reaching, oh, my apologies. It's not the left leg, it's the right leg back. Right leg back, knee on the ground, both arms up. Hands to prayer, twist towards the left. 2 breaths. Inhale, release to center, up. Exhale, hands down. Left knee meets the right knee on the ground. Bring the chest towards the ground in Chaturanga. Chest and chin on the ground. Hands are close towards under the shoulders. The hands are up beside. Now inhale, up to upward facing dog. And exhale, bring the hips towards the back, curl the toes under, hips high to down dog. Inhale, left leg up. And exhaling, we try to step that left leg in between the hands on the front of the mat. Inhale, look forward, step forward, flat back, hands on the shins, look forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Chair, so bringing the arms towards the sides and up, bending onto the knees. And exhale, hands to the sides. We keep doing a few modifications, okay? Let's do it. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold, hands onto the shin, onto the floor. Relax the head down. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back with the left leg. All the way, big step back, knee onto the ground. Inhale, reach high. With the toes curled under, try to elevate that back knee. High lunge. Inhale deeply. Open to warrior two, opening the arms shoulder height. The chest is looking towards the left, while your right hand and right thigh are pointing towards the same direction, towards the front of the mat. Your hips are opened and your shoulders are right on top of them, on the same plane. Breathing deeply. Let's reverse that warrior, turning the right hand up, reaching towards the ceiling and up. The other hand glides down. Extend onto the front leg. Triangle pose. Reaching towards the front of the mat, maybe closing the stance slightly. So you walk the back foot towards the front, reaching towards the front of the mat. Exhale, hand to the shins, open, triangle pose. Uddita Trikonasana. Inhale, bring yourself to start again. Bending onto the knee, open the stance slightly, gliding the back leg towards the back to get a proper stance for warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. And from here, we are going to windmill the back hand, the left hand, all the way towards the front to bring both hands onto the ground. Left knee onto the ground. The right knee follows. So we can bring down from all fours the chest towards the ground. Onto Chaturanga, elbows towards the back, bending. Chin on the ground. 2 breaths. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Look towards your right and look towards your left. Center, bring the hips toward the back, curl the toes under, lift the hips to down dog. Now inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step towards the front of the mat. And from here, step forward. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Now instead of going to Samastitihi from here, we're gonna bring now the right leg back, all the way back, stepping as far as back as we can, bringing the knee down. Inhale, both arms up in low lunge on the left side. Now if you can, bring the knee away from the floor. Open to warrior two, onto the left side. Looking towards the left hand. The hips are opened. Your chest is looking towards your right. Reversing that warrior, turning the palm to face the ceiling, lifting the arm up, reaching down the other arm, extending the front leg. Bring yourself onto star, Trikonasana, or triangle pose, reaching towards the front, hands goes to the shin, open the chest, look towards the right hand. Micro bending the left knee. Inhale, release by bending onto the front knee to the warrior two, back again. 2 breaths. And then we kneel the right hand towards the front, toward the ground. Knee onto the cushion, maybe onto the floor. The other knee follows, chest to the ground, chin to the ground. Extend the toes away to push up to upward facing dog or cobra. Look towards your right and look towards your left. Bring the hips towards the back to down dog. Bending on one knee and bending on the other. From here, inhale, lift the left leg up. And exhale, bending onto the knee, bringing it in between the hands, stepping forward. From here, step forward with the right leg forward, flat back. Look straight away. And exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Press onto the feet to chair. Lifting the body, lifting the arms. And exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, hands down. Lifting the right leg, the left leg all the way back. Knee on the ground. Inhale, low lunge. Hands down. Lift the back heel and step forward towards the front halfway. So we have maybe we need the blocks or the stool for both legs to be straight for Parsvottanasana. I always confuse Parsva and Purvo. It's Parsva. Purvo is the front of the body stretch. This is a side of the body intense stretch. So your right leg is forward and your left leg is back. Both legs are extended. It's forward fold. Maybe with the hands on the blocks. If you reach the floor, then the hands on the floor. From here, press onto both feet and bring your body up to warrior one. Step back slightly the left leg from Parsvottanasana to warrior one. Step back slightly more. Bend onto the front knee. Both feet are slightly looking, the right foot is straight looking forwards and the back foot is with a slight angle, not too wide open. Hips are parallel to the short end of the mat. From here, hands onto prayer. Bring the back heel up onto high lunge. And now, left elbow, right knee for a reverse side angle. Revolved, sorry. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling deeply. Okay, release, bringing both hands onto the stool or block. The right leg is still bent. Step forward, but lifting just the left leg. So you need to just extend the front leg, instead of stepping forward. Lifting the left leg up for warrior three. Maybe one arm projects forward. change. Other arm. And hand down, step back again. The foot down, hands to the floor. Left knee down onto the ground. Right knee onto the ground as well for Chaturanga. Chest towards the ground. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, bring the hips back, curl the toes under, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. And exhale, step forward again. But this time we are going to step forward with the left foot. Left foot meets the right, flat back, look forward. Exhale, hands down, and now we step back with the right leg back, all the way back. Right leg back, right knee on the ground. Inhale, arms up, lunging forward, so really sink those hips towards the front. Hands down. Now you need to extend both legs. Maybe use the blocks. Step the right leg towards the front, not as far back. So we are in pyramid pose or Parsvottanasana. Relax the head down. Inhale deeply. And exhale deeply. Inhale, look forward. Step back a little bit more with that leg. So you can start bending now the left knee and bring both arms up for warrior one. Back heel onto the ground. Notice those feet tightly plugged onto the ground. So you notice the thigh muscles engaging mainly on the back leg. Hands to prayer. Lift the back heel on the right foot. And now right elbow, opposite knee. If you don't reach with the elbow, I explained that before, just place the outside of the forearm instead. With the left hand is gaze on the waist, looking back. Twisting, twisting, twisting. 2 more breaths. Revolved side angle. Okay, let's release the hands onto the blocks or the stool, and let's bring the back leg up onto warrior three. Looking forward. One arm stretches forward, maybe the opposite arm. And then change and see how we get on the other side. Balancing. Hips are parallel to the ground. We look forward. Exhale, hand down, step back. Hands onto the floor, knee onto the ground. The other knee follows. Chest onto the ground, chin as well. Extending both feet. Inhale, press up to upward facing dog. And exhale, hips towards the back, curling the toes under, lifting those hips to down dog. Inhale, left leg up. And exhale, step forward again in between your hands. And from here, step forward, right foot meets the left foot, flat back, look forward. Exhale, hands down, relax the head. Forward fold, chair, Utkatasana. Inhaling, lifting. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hands down, forward fold. Inhaling, hands onto the shins, look forward. And exhale from here, we step back, all the way to plank, knees on the ground maybe. Strong plank. Knees on the ground. Bring now the chest onto the ground. And this time walk the knees forward towards the chest with the chest on the ground, unmobile, so the chest doesn't move, the chin doesn't move, and you're walking your knees towards your chest. Curl the toes under. Press the body up and transition to down dog. Relax the head down. And from here, we are going to jump onto the floor. Seated. Extend the legs forward. We may need to lift the hips just a little bit if you wish. Extending the legs forward. Dandasana. Pressing the hands down, feet together. Extending the crown of the head upwards. The back of the neck is also extending towards the back, engaging abdominal area. Try to press down the hands at both sides. Dandasana, staff pose. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Holding on to the feet or wherever you can reach. Relax the head down. Paschimottanasana or forward fold. Seated forward fold. Bringing the crown of the head towards the feet. Inhale, lift. And now we keep the cushion under the right and we bring the foot on the outside for what is it called? It was Trayang Mukha Ekapara Paschimottanasana. Trayang Mukha Ekapara Paschimottanasana. And it's like half Virasana. Virasana, you know that the foot is on the outside. If the foot is very painful here on the front, you may need to lift the hips a bit higher in order for the pressure to be a bit less on the top of the foot. If you are fine how you are, just stay there or start forward folding towards the right foot. Inhale, lift, and now walk towards the back. And see if you can place the elbows and rest there with the elbows on this supine half Virasana. If you're able to go all the way down towards the ground, go ahead. If not, just stay halfway. Here, the action is at all times to bring the knee, the left knee in this case, towards the ground. So you feel an intense stretch on the quads. If you are on the floor laying down, just bring again back onto the elbows. Up. Now you will need to bring the left foot under the right leg and your right foot on the outside of the left knee. In this case, you may need to really lift your hips high with cushions or blocks. maybe a block for me. So we're gonna practice a cow face. So both knees are stacked, one on top of the other, the right knee on top of this case. If you have a belt close by and you need probably a belt, probably a t-shirt would do, any clothing, as we are going to, as you see, your right knee is on the top. So that means that the right arm is on the top as well. You're bending the elbow and then you try to grab both hands behind. I will need to help myself a little bit more. So you're grabbing your hands right behind and you're making sure the right elbow is close to the face. Both hips should be connected to the surface you are seated, both sit bones. Engaging abdominal area. Try to close your eyes and relax during this pose. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. We let go. Very, very slowly. Roll onto the shoulders. Both arms to the sides. Inhale, lifting. Interlace the fingers. One breath here. Inhaling deeply. Exhale. Bring the hands to heart center. Now, hands forward. Bringing yourself forward. Now onto all fours. Sit back again in between your legs with the left leg extended forward. So now your right ankle is right at the side of your hips. Don't be afraid to lift the hips with as many cushions or props you need in order for those hips to be nicely connected and probably that foot not being very painful. Another alternative will be if you are planting the whole full length onto something very cushiony, but you will need to lift again a bit more the hips, because if you lift the shin, it's gonna give pressure to the knee. Okay. So from here, try Bukkai Kapara Paschimottanasana onto the left side. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, forward folding, hinging at the hips. Grabbing wherever you reach first. Inhale, look forward, flat back, projecting the chest first forward, and exhaling, head down. Inhaling deeply and exhale, letting go. Inhale, lift. I'm just removing my block for me to more comfortable. Go back. On my elbows, you may be okay just with the hands extended at the back, and that's probably as far back as you can go, and that's enough. Okay, that's okay. You can just stay there. Go as low as you can comfortably go. Okay, relax the head back if it's comfortable on your neck, going all the way down towards the ground. And always, always, always the action is to bring in this case, the right knee towards the ground, and a slight anterior tilt of your hips. So you deeply stretch the quads. Inhaling deeply and exhale deeply. Try to relax. Inhale, lifting halfway up, and all the way up. And now we are going to bring the left knee on front and on top of the right knee and sit back again onto a block or cushion or nothing at all. So left knee on top, left foot towards the right and right foot towards the left. And again here, now at this time we need to lift the left arm up, bending onto the elbow, extending the right, bending onto the elbow, and try to reach both hands. And you may need a belt. So you are walking the hands towards bringing the hands closer together. And at the same time, you're bringing that left elbow towards the face closer. If you wish, you can keep your eyes closed and bring your awareness to those deep inhalations and exhalations. At the same time, you're squeezing the thigh muscles together. Abdominal area engaged. Uddiyana Bandha and Mula Bandha. Abdominal area basically engaged and pelvic floor. Squeeze in between the midline, towards the midline. Now exhale, release very slowly. Both arms towards the sides. On up, inhale. Interlace the fingers. One breath, extending the arms and palms away towards the ceiling. Inhaling deeply. And exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, bring yourself to seated. And now Purvottanasana. Feet on the ground with the knees bent. Just the last, we are gonna breathe with the hips high for 5 times, okay? The extended the legs, the more difficult this will be, okay? So maybe the knees bent today. Inhaling deeply and exhaling deeply. Exhale, release the hips down and laying down onto the ground. Knees towards the chest. Give them a hug. Move the body from side to side. Supine twist towards one side. Opening the opposite arm, looking towards the opposite direction. So if your knees are towards the right, your left arm is open, shoulder height towards the left. And your gaze is towards the left. Your right hand maybe holding onto the knees. Your left hip is elevated. Just 2 long breaths here. Relax. Knees to center. And bring those knees towards the opposite. Supine twist onto the left side. Open the arm, the right arm towards the right. Bring the gaze towards that direction. 2 long breaths here as well. Knees to center. Inhale. Give yourself a nice hug. Bring the forehead towards the knees. Exhale all the air out. Exhale, exhale. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, drop the head back again for Shavasana. Extend the legs away. Lay down. Rest. Relaxing the face muscles, arms, shoulders, releasing any tension. Use your exhalations to bring the awareness to those areas that may be tight or holding tension. And with the exhalation, allow them to really melt, to really release. Your jaw, just bring that awareness to your jaw and allow the lower jaw to really separate, to really melt, to really release. In between your in between your eyes, do the same, exhaling and allow those areas to really be heavy. The back of your neck, the shoulders and chest, abdomen and hips, the full length of your legs. Relax. Stay just in the way you are for a few more minutes. Give yourself the time to deeply relax, and then on your own time you may start moving slowly for awakening our body and our breath. And I'll see you in the next class.